Hey folks, John from Complete Technology Solutions, your friend in the computer business. Guys, I have been waiting on this one, because of all the shipping delays and everything coming overseas. This is one I've been excited about. Check this thing out. So check this out. I have loved these pepperball videos, guys, and you guys have seen all the ones we've already done, and you have no idea the slate of them I've got planned for you here for the future. But this one really caught my interest because it's the first what I would consider top tier in this price range. It kind of blew my mind because normally when it comes to the pepperball guns, you kind of go from that $100 to $200 price threshold right up to $500 depending on what you're buying in that area. So up until now, you guys will remember the only semblance of the T4E, and hopefully Stumpy will get a good view of this, that we had in the past was the TPM1 Glock. And this is as close to a Glock as we were actually able to get at the time. And guys, I got to tell you, this, if you forgot, is a fantastic weapon. I mean, it is just beautiful how it operates. Everything is smooth as glass, and it just simply fires. Well, all of a sudden, randomly, Umarex USA didn't have any more in stock, and I couldn't figure it out as one of their best sellers. Well, afterwards, I figured out what had happened. They got in the new licensed by Glock 17 Gen 5. Guys, you have got to check this thing out. By the way, this case is crazy. It's one that actually slides open, so check that out, guys. And I'll tell you what, let me adjust Stumpy here a little bit because we're going to take this out of the bag. Oh, man, the weight on this. It feels so nice. All right, guys, look at that. Is that not amazing? The fit and finish on that is crazy. The texturing on the handle, the grip. You've got the same dual safety trigger here. I love, guys, this is the magazine release. I love that feel. Now, one other thing that I really like about this, and I want to show you guys this side by side. On the TPM1, this actually had, I'm going to show Stumpy this, to charge the magazine up, you would slide the back forward, like so. Your CO2 cartridge would go here. Then you would tighten it down using an Allen key right here. That Allen key was actually included in the kit. However, this one, and guys, I mean, the difference in feel between those. I mean, this, okay, let me give you this. I'm going to see if you can hear this. Can you hear that? Hear the difference? This is so tight and so well manufactured. All right, so to load this one up, we're going to go ahead and drop the magazine. Just like the last one, you've got the CO2 cartridge that will go here. Now, this is the difference. You adjust this lever down to put your CO2 cartridge in. This twists out of the way like that. You put your CO2 cartridge in, snug it up with this, and then as you twist this into place, that will actually lock the CO2 cartridge in and pierce it. So, no more having to have an Allen key, which is a very, very cool thing, guys. So I tell you what, let's do this. I'm going to grab a CO2 cartridge. We're not going to waste any time here because I want to chrono this and see how it fires. Let me grab a CO2 cartridge and we'll get this installed. Let's see what it looks like. Here we go. All right, guys, so here we go. As Stumpy can see, we have this unscrewed and we've got this actually down to where we can get the cartridge in there. We're going to take our CO2 cartridge and we're going to put a drop of our Pell gun oil right on the top. That actually treats the seals. Guys, if you've got one of these, 100% Pell gun oil. You will save yourself all kinds of magazine rebuilds. All right, we're going to go ahead and insert our cartridge in there. Then we're going to snug it up using this little ring right here. So right there, guys, it's actually snug. You can actually feel that. Then you turn this, and did you hear that? It punctured it, and now that's ready to go. Now, for testing purposes, guys, we're going to go ahead and use our 43 caliber rubber balls, the Riot balls with the steel core, just like last time. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to get some of these out. By the way, guys, just FYI, the shop is coming along up on the website. If you guys have been there, you've seen I had a few of the guns up on there. That is going to change and evolve as we go along here. I've got a bunch of stuff that we're adding on. So you're going to pull down this lever, and it will lock in position right there. then you simply take the balls in and put them in here. Now, one good tip, and I haven't been doing this, I probably need to start doing it. Once you get this loaded up, if you have got some silicone spray, and I'll see if I can get a link for you guys and drop this down there in the description. You can give it a quick spritz just down the side of the balls. That actually lubricates the weapon a little bit, and it'll have the rubber balls. They're not as grippy. They're not as grabby. Now, if you're using the nylon solids or you're using the pepper balls, you don't have to worry about that. But occasionally on the rubber balls, at least on some of them, I've noticed that occasionally those balls will get a little bit sticky and tacky. And so it might cause not necessarily a feed jam, but it might not fire with the same velocity. It's just kind of annoying. So a little bit of spritz of that silicone will take care of that problem. All right, so we got that in there. We're going to go ahead and put that in. And now that is ready to fire. Guys, just like last time, we're going to chrono it right now. Let's go out here into the range. We'll send a couple down here, and let's see what it does. This is great. Here we go. Okay, guys, as you can see, we got the exact same range setup going here. I've got a target down there instead of a Scully. I did not get a Scully printed in time. Those take about 20 hours to make. For the next video, when we're doing a head-to-head on this one against the TPM1, I will have a Scully printed, but I really want to see what kind of velocity we're getting. And then maybe we'll try it for a little bit of accuracy. As you guys can see, I've actually got a splatter target down there, so we'll see what it actually does. So let's turn on our chrono. There we go. And once again, guys, I'm going to try to hit that sweet spot. I'm going to be firing from behind the camera, though, so you guys know that can get a little sketchy. All right, excuse me, I'm going to wiggle you there so I can watch what we're shooting. Okay, guys, so here we go. I'm going to move the chrono a tiny bit to try to get it in line with the target, and let's see what we can do. All right, we are range hot. Now, let's see if I can get anything out of this. Oh, guys, that trigger pulls about, well, let's see. Wow, guys. Yeah, you know you're having so much fun with this thing when you're not watching the chrono and you're watching the target, guys. This thing fires like a dream. It feels like about a 4.5 pull, but the weapon is so well balanced that the recoil on it feels, it's amazing. You know, the TPM1's got a very, very haptic feedback. I mean, you can feel it firing. This thing is like glass. It just feels so good to fire. So we're on the same CO2 cartridge. I've got 8 more loaded up in here. We're going to put it in there, charge that up, and let's see if I can actually give you a chrono reading. Not looking at the target here, guys, just at the chrono. 230, 230, 237, 247, 249, 249. Okay, so it's in the 250 range. That's what we kind of figured it was going to be. Just for fun, guys, just for fun. And I had a handful of these over here. Hang on, I'll bring them over and show them to you. Let's load this up with a whole bunch of those practice pepper balls. What do you think? So, yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and pull this down, and we're going to load in the practice pepper balls. Now, we know these are going to rupture, guys. We all know that. What I do want to see is if there's a velocity change, because these are notably lighter than the Riot balls that we were firing. By the way, you guys will notice there were no misfires, no jams, nothing like that. It was just smooth as glass. All right, third magazine, we're loaded up with all pepper balls here. Here we go. Get back. I'm going to turn this a little bit so I can see it. Glasses are on. I will try to hit the target again, guys. I'm going to go for the, let's try, maybe I'll give a shot for the head. Let's see what we can do here. These are going to fly a little different. Yeah, I don't even know where that's hitting because I can't see. It's firing too fast. There we go. Wow. Yeah, these are much lighter. Yeah, these are much, much, much lighter, guys. All right, so I tell you what, no movie magic, right? I'm going to turn out so you can see me. I'm going to go down here and let's grab that target. So on that first series you saw me shoot, I was actually using... Yeah, oh, God, yeah, we got some rupture. Oh, yeah, look, guys, I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but you can actually see where the balls went completely through both of these sheets of particle and then hit that back and just exploded. and it definitely doused the back of that. That's great. On the first series of shots, before I was not watching the chrono, I'm going to bring this up to you. Get these nails out here. And you can see what we did. And as you can see, it'll punch a beautiful pattern. These were the lighter pepper balls. I couldn't quite figure out where it was firing. I was still kind of aiming for the chronometer, so you'll excuse me. This thing is coated in that pepper. Ugh. It smells good. Kind of smells like a baby powder den in here now. But all right, guys, let me move back in here, and I will tell you some thoughts on this thing. Wow. Here we go. You know, every now and then on this show, I get something that really actually surprises me. And to be honest, just between us, I did not expect this to be as far superior to the TPM1 as it actually is. As far as firing, it's almost the exact same. I mean, as far as aiming it goes, there are really no adjustments you can do to the side except for a little bit left and right on the back side. Other than that, you're kind of stuck to Kentucky windage. But honestly, I did notice a difference. When I was firing the Riot balls and the solid balls, it was dead on. It seemed like when I was firing the lighter pepper balls, my pattern was a lot more erratic. And granted, I was still trying to kind of aim down a channel, but that's not an excuse. I did notice that it did seem like with the lighter ball, they were a little more erratic. So if I were going to use this, once again, I would probably stagger my rounds. So solid pepper, solid pepper, solid pepper. As far as the quality and the build, guys, this thing is smooth as butter. When you fire this thing, it literally feels like almost like you're firing nothing. The recoil works, and the recoil seems to offset it enough to where you know you're firing a weapon, but at the same time, it doesn't kick back and like take you off your target. You can just sit there and unload this thing. It is really, really nice. The weight is a little bit more than a TPM1, which would lend to the fact that it's a Glock. And once again, guys, it's a fully licensed version. And by the way, just FYI, it is serialized. Now, granted, the other ones are, but this actually has a serial plate just like an actual Glock does. So, once again, all accessories for Glock 17 Gen 5 will fit this. Holsters, lasers, anything you want to mount onto it that's designed for this weapon in its other form factors, in the 9 millimeters or 40s or whatever, they will, all those accessories will work with it. So, that's a pretty cool function. Guys, that's a great gun. It is fantastic. I had to get this one out for you guys because when I saw it, man, my jaw hit the floor. I am going to put a link down below where you guys can pick one of these up. They're finally in stock, and you can get one, which is really, really cool. I will have them on my website at some point in the near future. When that happens, I will shift all these links over, and I'll let you guys know. But thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic week, guys. And if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, come on by and see me. Have a great night. Bye-bye.